Hey y'all, welcome into our 48 Fastcast on this Wednesday morning. Tracking a couple of showers, but the big story this morning is all of that fog. You definitely need to be aware of it before you head out on your morning commute.
And it's weird because if you look right behind us in Decatur, you'd think, oh, maybe it's not that bad. It turns out in some places it is this morning.
It's bad.
It was rough, especially when we first came in. It was all over the Tennessee Valley and visibilities were near zero. We've improved on that greatly in the last hour, but there are still some pockets of dense fog and still some pockets of rain too, moving through areas into DeKalb County and back into southern Marshall County. This will exit stage right here shortly. Not nearly as heavy rainfall as it was earlier. The shoals, you can see a little bit of sunshine trying to fight through the clouds, and I think that's what ends up how the forecast plays out for us. I know for some areas it's hard to convince you of that this morning with the fog and the showers, but eventually into the afternoon I think we'll pop a little sunshine. Your temperatures will top around at 80 degrees. Spot shower this afternoon, but most areas will stay dry. That will not be true for Thursday and Friday. More rain to track before a really nice looking weekend, and I'll have more on that coming right up.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
Here's a look at some of that fog Jeff Denoyer was talking about this morning. It doesn't seem to be affecting traffic too bad, but here we go. Our first red on the map here in I-565. Keep that in mind if you commute east into Huntsville. We're taking you now on the other side of 565 into Decatur. Here's the Hudson Memorial Bridge. We are still green across that spot over there. Our drive times are starting to pick up here. Decatur to Huntsville should take you about 25 minutes, while Athens to Huntsville should take you about 28.
All right, Matthew, thank you. And we begin in Huntsville, where a building at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center is damaged after severe weather ripped through the area last night. Officials with Marshall Space Flight Center confirmed there is damage to building 4604, a metal and disposal building. Officials said everything in the building was old property being processed for disposal. There is no other known damage at this time and no reported injuries.
And new this morning, a Rogersville man is facing charges after a crash that led to the death of an unborn child in 2024. That's according to our partners at the Times Daily. O'Brien Birdwell is charged with manslaughter, assault, and other drug offenses. Police say last year Birdwell ran a red light at Darby Drive and Decatur Avenue, hitting a pregnant woman's car. Her unborn baby later died at the hospital. Toxicology reports show Birdwell had meth and THC in his system. His arraignment now set for September.
Also new this morning, a Town Creek man with a history of drug charges is facing new ones in Decatur. This is according to our newspaper partners at the Decatur Daily. Justin Callahan is charged with DUI and attempting to elude police. Officers say last Friday in Decatur, they found a vehicle stopped in the middle of the road with the driver asleep behind the wheel. When they approached, Callahan was inside and he drove off. Police say he also tossed meth out of the car during that chase. Callahan was taken to the Morgan County Jail. He was previously charged with fentanyl trafficking in Madison County last year.
Well, Scottsboro police still need your help finding a missing elderly man. 73-year-old James Jenkins, also known as Toby, was last seen 2 weeks ago. A doorbell camera captured him on May 13th in the Poplar Street neighborhood. Jenkins was diagnosed with dementia last year, which may affect his judgment. If you have any information, you're asked to call Scottsboro Police. Well, still to come, a local church breaking ground on a brand new building. We'll take a look at this moment 20 years in the making ahead on 48 News Fatcast.
Welcome back in. Members of the Oak Ridge Baptist Church in Hartselle will be moving into a new church building.
And Pastor Jerry Chenault says the church has needed to be rebuilt for years due to some structural issues. And the current church is also located on the dead end road where people can't see it. Now it'll be located on a main road, which he hopes will bring more people to the church. Chenault says it almost feels like a dream that the church is finally getting a new home after so many years of praying.
Telling myself that it's real, that it's happening, because for so long it did not, and it seems often in my mind I keep thinking, are we ever going to get that building? But it's happening.
Now, the Oak Ridge Baptist Church will have a groundbreaking for a new church building on Friday. Chenault says it will take about a year to complete the project. Jeff.
Now, your 48 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
Oh, Matthew, tracking some rain for areas south and east, close to the Georgia state line in DeKalb County, back into Albertville, where Albertville, I feel like for you, it's been raining since about 3 o'clock. Some of that rainfall heavy at times, but that's moving out. Temperatures 60s to near 70 right now. I do think we'll pop a little sunshine this afternoon. Stray shower chance, but probably the driest day of the entire week with highs around 80 degrees. After a dip backwards on Thursday and Friday with more rain in the forecast, it gets better for Saturday. In fact, after a refreshing night Friday night, Saturday is a trash panda home run, 82 degrees and sunny. We'll keep it going on Sunday with a stray shower or two, but I think it's mainly dry. And if you like sunshine back in your life, you'll like the forecast for next week with lots of sunshine Monday through Friday. And that sunshine will help warm temperatures up into the mid to upper 80s. And we have not hit 90 degrees in Huntsville yet this year. We're actually a little bit late to do that. We have a chance at the end of next week.
90 degrees? You think we could do it in June?
I think we
in Alabama?
I'm not hoping for it, are you? I'm not looking
No, it's kind of hard to think that we make it to June in Alabama.
When we hit 90,
it's crazy to do that.
Yeah, when we hit 90, then our next milestone is 100. And
we wouldn't be far from that.
I'm just not looking forward to that. All right, y'all, but I am looking forward to that sunny weekend. So thanks for joining us. We hope y'all have a great day. Bye.